Hello, Sisters. My name is Alex, and we're back to Let's Play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. So this is going to be a bit of a shorter video, like not even 15 minutes. Well, probably it depends on how long I ramble on at the end of the videos, which I've been doing lately, just to, because I think that's a little bit better for RPGs in particular, so you can actually get your proper thoughts out instead of me just actively jumping the gun on a lot of things. So yeah, anyway, so we start this episode out by evolving Roxy at level 35. Now there is a reason why I waited so long to do that. It's because at level 35 Growlithe learns the move Play Rough, which is a really good fairy type move. And it'll also help us out in case of any dragons, Well, any few and far between dragons, but it'll also help us out with any fighting types, because fighting is weak to fairy, as you no doubt expect. Now, excuse me. Now this video was over 40 minutes, just like raw footage. It was over 40 minutes, right? So, I decided to go through the other route, which will get you to Violet City. Now, I could have just skipped over this one, but honestly, I felt like I should show this one off because it is directly connected to the main map. You know what I mean? But yeah, a good majority of the trainers here are fishermen, and they'll have a bunch of water Pokemon. So, either have your grass attacks, or maybe your electric attacks at the ready. So Sorry, it's on my throat. Now, this is not a bad idea to do some grinding. Oh, and also we got the Snorlax encounter here, which is the only other time that you can get it, right? So if you didn't get one, if you didn't get the one over by Celadon, you can get this one here, but I decided to edit this battle out, mainly because we've already kind of seen it before, But yeah, I did end up catching it so I could get some experience points, so I can level up. Though it's not really going to help a whole lot because of the gym requirements. I'll get into that later, okay? Though I may have to reuse some footage here. Well, I say I say that, but you guys aren't really going to know what exactly I'm talking about, because there's no real way to sorry, I'm losing my goddamn mind, and it's pretty early in the morning for me right now. In case it wasn't obvious, I'm not all here today. but you may be noticing that sometimes I am able to ride Arcanine, and that's actually a thing here, because it's supposed to supposed to replace the bike mechanic, but here's the problem: not every Pokemon is like that, and not every Pokemon is fast. Okay. So, yeah. But Arcanine, I would say, is probably the best because it's fast. It looks majestic, as you can no doubt see, and I don't know, just I like it so much. Okay, so I did edit out this particular battle with the coach trainer, mainly because I felt it was too long. So yeah. Basically, they'll have the move Dream Eater, which is a little bit late in the game if you ask me to get it, because as soon as you had access to Cut in the older games, there was a trainer that was blocked off by a tree, right? And as soon as you had Cut, you could go back to that particular spot in Viridian City, talk to him, and then Dream Eater was yours. Okay, so here we can catch a few more Pokemon, but Farfetch was giving me a lot of trouble, so I decided to opt out of that one, and instead I decided to go for a Krabby, which is a little bit easier in my opinion, because, well, one, you have a better chance with a Great Ball by proxy. So, you know, I probably should use the berry there, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I did catch it on my second try, so, you know, not the worst thing in the world. Plus, every little bit of XP counts, and yes, I did grind for Tina, so she could be like in her 40s. That's because she is pretty close to evolving, actually. Now, I also took care of a bunch of battles off screen. At least I believe I did. But yeah, I decided to go back for these trainers because I wanted their items. Well, I wanted the items that were pretty much blocking the path, which, you know, the Awakening isn't too bad, but I don't think we'll encounter a bunch of Pokemon that actually have a sleep right here. Oh, and this dude had a freaking Electabuzz, which was awesome. Oh, and a Water Stone in case you have an Eevee or any of the other stone evolutions that actually needs a water type. But anyway. So yeah, I decided to go back for them. I battled a bunch of trainers off screen so I could get some more XP. But we're not quite done yet. So we're almost to Violet City, but we just need to get through this little maze first. It's not terribly complicated, but there are quite a few trainers here, so you need to be careful about that. Though I do recommend that you battle them for yourself, because they can give out, because every bit of experience helps. And right now, Roxy and Levy are the weakest members of the team in terms of levels. Sorry. But I wouldn't say that they're the weakest in general, right? Because like, Arcanine and Gyarados are generally pretty powerful, especially if you put in the time and effort to train them. Then, you know, you won't be terribly disappointed. Just, you know. Also, I will say that the ride Pokemon mechanic in this particular game is not very good because crevices are kind of small for the Pokemon to go through anyway, and it can be pretty visually disorienting. Sorry, I couldn't think of the words. Jeez. But anyway, actually, what was this item that I got here? What was it? Full heal. That's pretty good. But okay, so honestly, I would kind of prefer there to be a bike in this game, but it's not the worst thing in the world, really. And just one more trainer in this little maze area, and we'll be good to go. But you know, thankfully, just edit it out. It's all good. Downside, we still have a bunch of trainers left on this little corner here that'll get us to Fuchsia. Yeah, it's called Fuchsia City. That's my fault. Generally, they're ace trainers and some bird catchers. Bird catchers are pretty on the nose. Like, they'll just use a bunch of bird Pokemon, and that's really it. So if you got an electric type, maybe a rock type, you're gonna be good to go. Yeah, and don't try to just use a pure Arcanine like I did. And I'm also not a fan of the distance that these folks can get just by just by looking at you. But anyway, also here you can catch a Tauros. Tauros are actually pretty strong Pokemon, you know? Like they're fast, they're decently bulky, and they can pack a wallop. At least in terms of physical stats. Special stats are a bit of a different story, but generally speaking, it is a good idea to use physical stats with Tauros. And yeah, that's pretty much where this video ends as soon as I get into the Pokemon Center and heal up. But yeah. Sorry, I'm having a hard time trying to think. like I do appreciate the game giving you multiple options to actually go through the city. Well, not necessarily go through the city, but like go to the city, like whatever route you want to take first. Do you want a nice flower route, or do you want to go through a salty sea kind of thing, you know? But I'm not really, but it was at this point in the game where I was having a bunch of not so good moments. It's like, why was it programmed like this? Who thought of this? But we'll get to that next time. So if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below. And if you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm pretty sure we can hit it. Until next time, Sushi Goons, remember, reach for the stars.